Why is being ugly so bad? On the upside, when people are nice to you, it's genuine. Ugly tax is a high price to pay. The world is so much easier for the beautiful people, because people's subconscious judgment of people is mainly formed from visuals and first impressions. Judgment of character and other talents takes far longer. Good looks make people think you're smarter and a better person. Certain aspects of ugliness are near dehumanizing. A 200-kilo individual on a mobility scooter is an obstacle, not a potential friend. If you have a deformed face, you can be the kindest person on earth and still it would be hard to fall in love with you since the monkey brain is repulsed. Humans are superficial and biological. Ugliness isn't a desired trait to pass on to offspring. I'm honestly sick of this whole everyone is beautiful mindset. Not everyone is pretty. Being ugly is not the end of the world. Looking at an ugly person reminds me of the injustice in the world. Being attractive has value. So does being smart, as many attributes in life do, like musical ability. That said, not having one of those things isn't bad, it just changes things. It is the vicious cycle that being less physically attractive can cause. The less attractive you are, the less confidence you have. The lack of confidence and self-esteem ends up making you even more unattractive than you actually are. The lack of confidence and actions means you take less care of your appearance and body, making you even less attractive. Basically, it is a death spiral that can lead to you being even less attractive than you physically are. People are usually way too quick to label themselves self-ugly. It's sad. I'm ugly. I don't have too many friends. I have to work twice or thrice as hard as regular people to gain someone's trust. I still remember the shock I felt when a random person at Starbucks asked to me watch his stuff while he made a quick run to the bathroom. That kind of trusting doesn't happen to me often. I've made a reasonably successful life despite the handicap but cannot deny its existence. Too many average-looking people have been convinced by the beauty industry and trolls online that they are hideous. I love it when a person just has that charm about them. I don't need perfection, I want to experience the humanity I am a part of. The rating scale is bullshit. Strangers judging you against hundreds of thousands of others on the internet is bullshit. Reddit rating subs are toxic as fuck. There are also different kinds of ugly. Some people just need to take more pride in their appearance. Seriously, how you dress, walk, present yourself, and groom has as much to do with your looks as your face and body do. It's not a lipstick on a pig situation. Maybe somebody out there who you share a lot in common with just happens to be looking for a face like yours. People refuse to accept this because maybe wallowing in grief about what you cannot change is more emotionally comforting than taking some initiative for the things you can. People need to understand that not broadcasting all of your insecurities is actually a skill you can develop, and confidence will get your foot in so many doors. But instead everyone feels ugly. If everyone is ugly, nobody is ugly. Being ugly doesn't ruin your life, it just means you don't get the bonuses of attractive people. Also, ugly is relative. There's, I don't particularly like your look kind of ugly, you look damn dirty, take a shower and an ounce of effort into your appearance ugly, and other kinds of ugly. People's reactions will be influenced depending on which you are. I think it stems from our society and some historical context. Back in ancient Greek times, beauty was literally seen as divine favor, and we still haven't moved much beyond that. See how many romance movies would be psychological thrillers if the male lead wasn't attractive. But what is attractive is determined by hegemonic power structures that change depending on the current circumstances. When it was difficult to get food, being fat was desirable. Now that it's hard to be thin, that's what's desirable. It's a rigged game, ammo. Looking into more alternative counterculture queer spaces might help since they usually have different beauty standards. First impressions define chance. I think it only ruins a person's life when they're raised to believe beauty is an indicator of how worthy you are. If you're raised to believe beautiful people are better and more worthy of love, that beautiful people are good and ugly people are bad, you're going to have a rough time. If you instead see beauty and a definite perk, but in no way any indicator of value or character, then you're probably going to be okay. It's much easier to weed out the assholes when you know they're not being fake because of how you look. I agree, it's very strange. I am treated as subhuman because of my looks. I don't go outside much anymore and have privated most of my online profiles. Immediately, the hateful comments stopped. I can now comment on a post and not be bombarded by people telling me I should die. It has been peaceful but sad that this is my life. You might have to work harder, but I really feel like a lot of perceived beauty is grooming, presentation, and confidence charisma. If you have good hygiene, dress well and take care of your hair face, and make a point to be kind, funny, and confident, it goes a long way. Stephen Hawking is my proof that you can be good at maths and not exactly good looking and still get laid heaps. Man was a prolific womanizer from his wheelchair because it will influence the way people treat you without even being able to say anything. It can say something about your health, amount of romantic partners, job offers, even the way your family treats you. It really is a big deal even when people make it out to be it's not. I hate when I make a more negative observation about my physical appearance and people immediately jump to no. Yo, you're beautiful. I'm not saying that I'm not, but why do I need to be beautiful? What's the big deal if I'm not? My value doesn't depend on it, and I know that, but it doesn't help when people insist it does matter and then they think they are reassuring you in a positive way. I'm not always beautiful, and I'm fine with that. I wish other people would let me be fine with the notion. I hate the body positivity movement that hinge upon blank is beautiful because it just reinforces placing value on some type of physical appearance.